You're listening to the ASMR Music Radio Show. Big bad and serious. Keep it locked, don't move. It's a house thing.
Hey, I'm Scott Diaz and you are listening to the ASMR Music Radio Show.
Greetings and salutations. This is the ASMR Music Radio Show. Yes, we are back again for another week of deep house, garage, soul, and whatever tickles our ASMR fancy. That was our 3 garage tracks for this week. Oh, that was good. So first up we had Danny J. Lewis and Blues for You. That's a bit of a classic, that one. And that's from the Plastic People Miami 2024 sampler. I do like that. I'm going to do a 3 from that next week. And then we was followed by Arie Mando and So Very Pretty. Played that last week. Do like that one too. Then that was right at the end, there was RMRC and I Love Her. Lovely track. Deep house, deep garage, just how we like it. So with that said, let's just get on with the music. Let's play something. Played it last week as a double-double. Babar and Lezizmo and this wonderful track called Double Pleasure. Oh, by the way, my name is Chris Rock. Welcome.
You're listening to the ASMR Music Radio Show.
Coming very soon on Humph Records, that was Babar and Lezizmo and Double Pleasure. That was the dub mix. We love a dub, don't we? Right, now it's time for our top 3 tracks. 3 tracks from the last week that I've been sent, picked up online, whatever it is, and they have just been stuck in my headphones or wherever I like to play them. And these 3 are lovely. They're from 3 pretty much staple deep house producers. They've been around for a while, so let's jump straight in with our top 3 tracks.
This is Oscar Barila from Cyanide label, and you're listening to the ASMR Music Radio Show.
could be good to me. Ooh, I just can't get you out of my mind. Let's get together cause it feels right. Feels right, feels right, feels right, feels right, feels right.
Hey everyone, this is Lawton, and you're listening to the ASMR Music Radio Show. ASMR for HUGEhands.
And our top 3 track selection there for this week's show. First up we had Oscar Barila and Feels Right. That was followed by Lawton with the Stranger Danger remix of My Mind. And at the end there, HUGEhands, something forthcoming on Del Deeper Recordings and Tale of a Tribe. Very, very nice indeed. Right, if you need to contact me for anything, you can contact me on an email. My email is asmr-music, that dash is the minus sign, at pm.me. If you are a DJ, a producer, and you want to send us some music, go ahead. Don't be shy. Right, I'm going to dive straight into the mix. I have got so much music to play, and blending it back to back tends to work for me. Let's kick things off with something brand new from the Kollective. just keeping it in the mix. So, what did I play? First up, we had the Kollective and Teach Me. That was followed by Ronnie Iron with T. Markakis' remix of Inside My Head. Then that was followed by Roy Jazz Grant and Deeper Days. Then Sebb Jr. popped up with What I Keep. Then Kokode with Tell Me. And then a lovely track from Sour District on Moist Music called The Lay Back. And then Joe Paciello was topping it off there with Eons. And then Romane with Dreams of You. Let's keep it in the mix. Let's do it like we did last week. Let's do a double-double. And this one is from a brand new label. Well, I think it's one of the labels trying to do a little secondary label. It's called Nomadus Music. And first off, Vittorio Brena.
Let's go. Let's go.
That was a bit of a sexy track there. Jose Vilches playing underneath us and Deep Lead. And before that was Vittorio Brena and a cut called Desire. Two great tracks there from a new label that's popped up called Nomadus Music. I'm not sure which label that's associated with, but I'll find out. Anyway, it's now time for our three from, and this one is from an absolutely wonderful album. Ocho Records are celebrating 18 years, and David Harness has done a compilation which is absolutely so good. And I'm just going to drop you three tracks of Afro Deep House, which I know you're going to love. So without further ado, this week's three from an album that you've got to get called Ocho Records 18 Years. Check these out.
This is Sex on Decks, and you are listening to the ASMR Music Radio Show 3 From.
You are listening to the ASMR Music Radio Show.
call me by a name that comes from the depth of the sea. An infinite sea. It is the voice of...
Oh, what a delicious threesome there of sexy Afro deep house. First up we had DJ Clock and Union Dance with David Harness on the Rubber Dub mix. That was followed by Mosebo with Babar, and that was Imposter Syndrome. And at the end, Sunlade with Carlos Mena and Tabores Ta Laman, and that was David Harness's remix. It's a great album. Ocho Records are really, really super cool, and it's definitely worth you checking that out, so go get it. Right, we've got one more track to play before we get out of here and go into hour 2 with the two from the soul. But before that, let me tell you how to reach out to us on the social networks. We are ASMR Music on Facebook. We are ASMR Deep House Music Show on Instagram. We are there. Come and join us. Say hi. We don't bite. Well, sometimes. Right, let's close down hour 1 with something absolutely fantastic. This is from Half Dead Dave. Great name. Well, kind of half a great name. Anyway, it's called It's a Form of Art, and this track is absolutely gorgeous. And then we're going to go straight into our 2 from the soul. So I'll see you in hour 2.
ASMR Music Radio Show.
Gordon Weatherburn, and this is the ASMR Music Radio Show 2 from the Soul.
Two from the Soul, and before that, with that Half Dead Dave track, I just thought that's so reminiscent, old school house. And in this hour, we've got a couple of, well, we've got a reinstated version of that old Pacific State record coming up, so wait for that. It's absolutely great. But that track was beautiful. Anyway, let me get into the two from the Soul. So first up, we had Rees and a really lovely jazz track called Looking Up. That's really nice. Then that was followed by Clyde Beats and Rising Up, featuring Amalia, I think that's how you pronounce her name, and that's forthcoming. Well, actually, no, it's out now, I think, on the At Jazz Record Company. It is absolutely lovely. So, two great tracks there in that two from the Soul. And talking of the At Jazz Record Company, we got to play that Peacey track, the one with Leroy. Played it last week, broken at its finest. And next week I'm going to do 3 from this album because it'll be out next week and you guys can grab it. So, without further ado, this is Peacey.
Hey, this is Peacey and you're listening to Deep Sonic Satisfaction on the ASMR Music Radio Show.
from his album Play It By Ear, Peacey and In the Distance, featuring Leroy. Very, very nice record indeed. I'm going to do a 3 from that album next week because it's out next week and you guys can then go and grab it. You must, I'm telling you. Now, just before this, I was talking about sort of the old school feel of that Half Dead Dave record that we played just before the top of the hour. And I was saying that there's some reimagined versions and reinstated versions and stuff that are out there at the moment. So I've got a couple here that I think you'll really like. Let's play this one first. Rob Rhythm and a reimagined version, or they call it reinstated version, of Pacific State. Remember that? Pacific State 08? Anyway, this is a lovely track. Check it out.
ASMR Music.
do I love thee? Let me count the ways. 4.
Tracks there back to back with that old school feel just playing behind us. And did you hear it when it started? It sounded a little bit like Kraftwerk. Do you remember the tune from the breakdance album back in the day? Was it Tour de France? I love that track, it's banging. That was called How Do I Love Thee. It's from a release called Dance Files from the Past, Sours Presents, and that track was called How Do I Love Thee. I do like that. And that was a re-edit, and it's just kind of reimagining an old track, probably an old dance track which I've never heard of, but you know, good tune. And talking of dance tracks, let's go into the mix. Let's do some lovely soulful house. There's some absolutely beautiful tracks out there at the moment, so let me dive into the mix again with a few little beauties from the soulful house scene. Let's go.
This is Sensei on the ASMR Music Radio Show. Greetings from San Francisco.
I've got to say, the music this week is off the hook. I always say that every week anyway, but this week, this little section here, the music is outstanding. Let me tell you what we played. First up with Andrew Emil with Glass Slipper and a track called Dance Floor Paramour, and that was a Glass Slipper remix. That was followed by Anne Nesby with Paul Adam on the remix and a track called I Feel. That was from the Quantize Miami Sampler 2024. That was followed by JB Mix with, again, DJ Spen and Perfect Love. And at the end there, that lovely cut called Don't Make Me Wait from Luca Lag. Oh, good, right? I do like that. So, just before we go into the Iron Rods, let's play a little bit of Afro House. I do like this. This came in from Sondela Records this week. It's by Sky White, love the name, and it's called Ola Você. This is kind of banging.
Hey, this is Ralph Kamp from Gogo Music, and you're listening to the ASMR Music Show.
Say this show has a wide selection of music because it's all ASMR. That was a banger. Sky White and Ola Você. Very nice. Right now it's time for our South African Deep House section. Now the first track I'm going to play, I'm actually not sure if it is South African Deep House. It comes from Moist Music Black, and Alex sends me absolutely tons of music a week, and they vary across the spectrum of house music. And this to me is a South African Deep House track. It's by Sissino Deep and it's called Houseophonic. It has all the traits of a South African Deep House track, even the title and the artist name, and it's great. This is lovely. Let's dive in to our Iron Rods.
Hey, this is Sololo coming live and direct from South Africa. You're chilling with my man Chris Rock on the ASMR Music Radio Show. Keep it locked.
are listening to the ASMR Music Radio Show, Deep House at its very finest. And we are now getting into our South African Deep House selection. That was Cincino Deep and Hausa Phonic. Beautiful, and that's forthcoming on Moist Music Black. Look out for that. Now, if you love a nice mixed and blended hour or so of music, then go to our Love of the Underground mixes, which are on our Podomatic and Mixcloud accounts. Our Mixcloud is mixcloud.com/rockism. Our Podomatic site is all the W's, asmrmusicshow.podomatic.com. All the shows are on there as well. And the mixes, it's the Love of the Underground mixes. This week's one's about 2 hours long. I'm gonna put them back to an hour soon, I think. I don't think I have time to do all these mixes, but they are lovely. They are a tribute to my love of the underground. Yes, beautiful music. And talking of my love of the underground, let's play something really a little bit more down tempo. This is something new from D-Tip. Check it out.
Give me
tracks there back to back there. First up we had D-Tip with Busy Explores soulful mix of All This Time, and that was followed by Lloyd BW with Wapo Dejai on the remix, and that was called More. Two great tracks there, kind of keeping it a little bit mellow. Right, let's play something brand new from the young man Rahim Maddy. How you doing, mate? This is brand new from him, forthcoming on Delve Deeper Recordings. I love the way Liam at Delve Deeper always picks up some great South African deepness. And this is called Life Challenges. It's absolutely gorgeous. Check it out. tracks there back to back. First up we had Rahim Maddy and Life Challenges, that's forthcoming on Delve Deeper. Then something brand new on Deep Stitched. I love these labels, they send me their music and I'm so happy they send them to me. Thank you so much. And that was Fred Monk and Cry From The Dark. Lovely. Right, let's squeeze one more in, and this is from that brand new China Chameleon album called Ubuntu. It's out on the 29th of March next week, so I expect you guys to pick it up. It's on Stay True Sounds, that legendary label, and this is another track. This is called Invisible, featuring Arie. She gets everywhere. Great singer.
They screaming loud, they jingling night. I am right here, you look through me. I am invisible for your opinion. Telling myself I'm resilient. How much longer can I handle sleepless nights, fighting in the fights? Things get so intense when you're by my side, holding midnight, babe. You don't really wanna hear about my issues. I need to hug and to teach you. I really wanna still listen. You never see the depth of my intention. The more I do, the more I face the tension. I wish I could have all of your attention, but you always talk about her. Don't understand what it is that you miss. You got a body and soul and I can't see like a fucking goddess. Are you blind or you stupid? Insecure in your weird shit. You wanna play Jane on a star like me. Why would you still wanna call and talk to me? You never see the depth of my intention. The more I do, the more I face the tension. I wish I could have all of your attention, but you always talk about her. Like a weirdo, why am I wasting my time here? Maybe I just like to feel the pain of rejection, so I can blame you for my actions. Why can't I just let it go?
Wrapping our iron rods up in fine style there. Something from China Chameleon featuring Arie, and that was called Invisible. From his forthcoming album, I'll get my teeth in a minute, and that's out next week if you're interested. I'm sure you are. Right, let's go into the world of more deep house. Oh, this is so lovely. This is from Aurora Beats, and it's called Always Be With You. Whew.
I'll be with you, only with you. finest wear, and you are listening to the ASMR Music Radio Show, the finest deep house.
Show up for this week. Two deepies there, very deep. Raw Beats started it all off with Always Be With You, and that's out now on Arie Records. And then that was followed by something on Colour Recordings by Deep Maya, and that was called Purple Magic. Now, a lot of these tracks are in the mix on my Podomatic and my Mixcloud accounts, as I've just said. Go to podomatic.com, right? So it's ASMRmusicshow.podomatic.com. All the mixes are there. They're called Love of the Underground. I think we're on 14 now. And the mixes and blended with Will Love and Care by yours truly. And I do promise you will enjoy them. So that wraps the show up for this week. That leaves me to say I'll see you again, same time, same place next week for more deep house loveliness. Playing us out, Louis Bravo and Out of Signal. And I'll see you next week. Take good care. And of course, keep it deep.